47 jobs all show PE status on the same machine. The agent isn't responding, but it's not a network problem, it's a full /var partition that silently killed the agent. Here's exactly why. Let's break down AutoSys job status codes explained, how it works, and the exact mistake behind that failure. AutoSys status codes are the job scheduler's state machine, a finite set of signals that tell you where a job is in its life cycle, from activation to completion. They exist because distributed batch processing needs a deterministic way to track jobs across thousands of machines without human babysitting. These are the statuses a job moves through during a healthy execution. You should see them regularly and not be alarmed. Inactive means the job hasn't been triggered yet. Activated means it's waiting inside a running box. Starting is a brief transition. Running means it's executing. Success means it completed with exit code 0. The autorep command is your primary tool for checking job status. Use J with the job name to see its current status. Add D for full details including start and end times. Use % to list all jobs and S to filter by status. The autorep command uses two-letter abbreviations for status codes. Normal and interim statuses include activated, inactive, starting, running, success, and restart. Problem statuses include failure, penmock, terminated, and QUE wait. Manual holds are on hold and on ice. Here's a complete reference of all AutoSys status codes. Each has a two-letter abbreviation and a description. Pay special attention to penmock, which means the agent is offline, and QUE wait, which means the machine is overloaded. The difference between on hold and on ice is the most misunderstood. On hold plus off hold starts the job immediately if conditions are met. On ice plus off ice waits for the next scheduling cycle. Use on hold for temporary pauses during maintenance and on ice for permanent schedule changes. These statuses almost always require your attention. Each has a specific diagnosis path. For failure, check the error log first. For penmock, check disk space on the agent machine. For terminated, check if term runtime was exceeded. For QUE wait, the machine is overloaded. Here are the diagnostic commands for each problem status. For failure, always check the error log before restarting. For penmock, run df-h on the agent machine first. For terminated, check if term runtime was exceeded. For QUE wait, check the machine load. Most engineers treat status codes as final verdicts. They're not. They're snapshots of a sequence that can stall at any point. The real skill is reading the transition path. For example, if you see success flipping to inactive without an intervening failure, that's a force restart or database corruption. Here's an example of valid transition paths. Notice that a job can go from activated to queued to starting to running to terminated. The bad transition is success to inactive without a failure. That indicates a manual force restart or an event server glitch. Here's what nobody tells you. AutoSys status codes and process exit codes are different layers of reality. A job can exit with code 0, but AutoSys flags it as failure because of exit code mapping. Conversely, a script that dumps core with exit code 139 can be registered as success if the job profile says ignore exit code. 1. The exit code mapping parameter is a minefield. Default behavior: any non-zero exit is failure. But production systems routinely map exit code 2 to success because some old Perl script uses 2 for no data found. Always set explicit mappings for exit codes 143 and 137 to avoid misleading statuses. This is the same issue we highlighted at the start. Here's exactly why that happened. The agent machine had a 20 GB/var partition. Log rotation failed 3 days ago. The partition filled completely. The remote agent service writes logs to /var/log/AutoSys. When /var fills 100%, the agent process stops. The agent doesn't crash with an error, it just exits. AutoSys's event processor keeps trying to contact it, sees no response, and leaves jobs in penmock. A full /var partition on the agent machine silently kills the remote agent, leaving all jobs in penmock. The fix is to clear disk space and restart the agent. The fix is straightforward. SSH to the agent machine, Run dfh to confirm the disk is full. Find large files with do shvar/log/sort-h. Rotate or delete old logs. Then restart the agent with opt-ca workload automation agent bin agent start. Verify with auto-ping agent host. Jobs will automatically resume from penmock to running. A common mistake is not checking disk space first when you see penmock. Engineers spend hours checking network routes, firewalls, and agent config. But dfh would have shown the full disk in 10 seconds. Always run dfh first. Full disk is the cause in 90% of cases. Another common mistake is restarting a job in failure without first reading the error log. The error log might show database connection timeout. The database is down. Restarting won't help. Always check the error log first, fix the root cause, then restart once. Activated means the job is waiting inside a running box. It's not stuck unless the parent box has been running longer than the total expected duration of all jobs in the box. Force starting an activated job can cause it to run before its dependencies are ready, leading to failure. A common mistake is using on ice when you mean on hold. If you put a midnight job on ice at 2 p.m. and release it at 3 p.m., it won't run until midnight. Use on hold for temporary pauses so the job runs immediately when released. The article assumes AutoSys R11 or R12 syntax. In AutoSys R14+, the auto-ping command is deprecated. Use autorep machine to check agent status. Also, the agent restart path opt-ca agent bin agent start may differ on newer installations, e.g., opt-ca workload automation agent bin agent start. Always verify the actual install path with which agent start or check the system service name. The article mentions alerting on penmock duration exceeding 5 minutes but doesn't show how to implement it. This script checks jobs stuck in penmock for longer than 5 minutes and triggers an alert, e.g., disk space check. It uses autorep to list jobs and calculates elapsed time from the start time shown in autorep-d. The article warns about exit code mapping, but doesn't emphasize that a job with ignore exit code. One will show success even if the script crashes with a signal, e.g., SIGKILL. This can mask critical failures. Always log the raw exit code from the agent's stdout file and compare it to the AutoSys status. In production, set up a separate alert for jobs that succeed but have a non-zero exit code in the OS log. Here's a quick debugging guide. For failure, use autorep-q to find the error log and autorep-l to see recent runs. For penmock, SSH to the agent and run dfh, then autoping. For terminated, check if term runtime was exceeded. For QUE wait, check machine load with autorep-m. Let's run through some common interview questions. What does penmock mean? Agent unreachable, usually full disk. On hold versus on ice, off hold immediate, off ice next cycle. What does activated mean? Waiting inside running box. How to force start a failed job? Investigate, fix, then force SDRTJOB. And a few frequently asked questions. What is penmock? Job waiting for agent, usually disk full. What is activated? Waiting inside running box, not stuck. How to fix failure? Check error log, fix cause, force SDRTJOB. Let's recap the key takeaways. Penmock means the agent is unreachable. Always check disk space first. On hold releases immediately, on ice waits for the next cycle. Activated is not a stuck state. For failure, always investigate before restarting. QUE wait means machine overload, while penmock means agent down. Terminated means the job was killed, check term runtime, or manual KILLJOB. Ready to go deeper? Up next, AutoSys send event command, then AutoSys autorep command, then on hold versus on ice in AutoSys. Find them all at TheCodeForge.io. Thanks for watching. The full article and code examples are covered in detail at TheCodeForge.io.